Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Get Your Game On, the channel dedicated to immersive gaming. I want to try something a little different today. I've been getting a lot of requests for people to see Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in the comments, so I thought, why don't I try a new video segment that basically is just kind of a rough cut, raw version of me playing on the DOF Reality Motion Simulator. I don't really know how this is going to go. I hadn't planned a segment like this at all, but let's try it and see. I really need your guys' feedback in the comments below. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like, if you have any other ideas that might make this better. And if we get enough likes on this video, I'll try to do more. If we don't, this might be the first and last version of Mark Plays. So, let's see how it goes. Okay, so here we are in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, and we just got back from a family vacation last week. We actually drove up to Montana and we stayed in a lodge, and we just got back a few days ago. So I'm going to see if I can't fly from one of the little towns up there, Kalispell City in Montana, and I'm going to try to find this lodge. Now, I have not tried this yet. This is the first time. So let's see what kind of luck we have with this.
Traffic icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra.
Okay, so here we are in Kalispell, Montana. This is the closest large airport to where the lodge was that we stayed at. Now we drove up. We live in Colorado. It took us about 15 hours to drive up. We left at like 4 a.m. and we got there, I think it was about 6:30. You get into this wildlife area, you definitely don't want to be driving when it's dark because of all the wildlife, and so we definitely made an attempt to get up there before it got dark. Again, we drove. This will be the first time trying to track this route from the air. I'm hoping I can follow the highway up and kind of remember it that way. I'll also probably be watching my GPS quite a bit. So let's see what we got here. We're ready to fly, and I'm going to take the parking brakes, toe brakes on. And I use the mouse to control everything, or as much as I can. This little icon is a fun little plane. It's slow, and it definitely likes to pitch up in the nose a lot, but there's a reason I took it. If we can find that lodge, there's a few lakes around it. I'm going to try to land at it. So, all right, here we go. Give her some throttle, let off the toe brakes. We're good. Let's see what we get going here. And again, I have not scouted this out at all. This is my first time trying to find this lodge we were at. And there we go. All right, so we are airborne, so gear up and flaps up. Flaps going up. All right, and so this is Kalispell. Let's see if I can find the road. I tell you, driving through this little town, I was really surprised. I didn't know what I was expecting, but this is quite a nice little town. It was a lot bigger than I expected it to be. So, kind of give you guys an idea of what the motion platform does as we turn. That looks like the main road, so we're going to try to kind of follow this main road north. I'm going to give a little forward trim because it does like to nose up in this thing. Alright, and I kind of show you what the motion platform does. We kind of did the roll already. See the town. Again, I don't want to lose sight of the highway. Alright, and we'll do a little climb here. So here's climbing up. And this thing it's obviously not a jet, so we're going to lose airspeed fairly quickly. So we'll nose her on back down. Going down in VR is a pretty crazy feeling. It really does feel like you're descending. Now I can only hope this was the road that we took out. It looks like, based on the GPS. So the GPS I sent to Eureka, so the flight path is from Kalispell to Eureka. the lodge was somewhere in between those. So we'll see what we can find. I'm probably going to depend on the GPS quite a bit, just because I kind of remember the lakes and kind of the, you know, where they were at, but we may be successful, we may not. It is kind of wild flying. You got the mountains. I mean, obviously it's a computer simulation, but having just been in this town or driving through it less than a week ago, it's crazy sitting in my house in Colorado and actually flying over that same route that we basically drove on. So, alright. So we are getting veered off a little on our map. Let's see if I can zoom out a little on the touch screen, bring it out a little bit. Again, I don't know how well this is going to work, but it's an adventure. So, and this is real time. So if something bad happens, well, something bad happens. So it's kind of funny. We're looking for a little town called Whitefish, but as I was coming up here, I saw seeing those mountains, those are ski trails. So there's a ski resort up there. And we actually saw that in real life. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Do a little flying, get a little motion going here. Coming into town. And I'm not sure if this is Whitefish or not, but we obviously need to head a little bit the other way. And that looks like we're going to go this way. I'm going to guess that this might be the road, because we did do one turn that was pretty significant, and we're going to kind of see if this gets us heading the right way. Let's see where this road takes us. I don't know if it's going to be on here, but there was a little bridge that we crossed before we kind of tore into the mountainside. So I'm not sure if that's going to be visible or not, but I'm going to kind of keep following this road. Getting a little low, but that's why we're in the icon. It has decent views too. It's got decent visibility, so it's a fun little plane, especially if you want something that can land either on a runway or can land in the water. So my hope is to be able to find that lake and land in the water. So obviously the little bridge would be, that might be it right there. Alright, let's see here. That might be the path. That might have been where we turned. Let me go ahead and follow this. I'm going to kind of lose the road because it was just a dirt road. It was not anything super spectacular to get up to the cabin. But again, I think this might be the lakes over here. Or at least we can go check it out. See if there's any buildings. So I turn over here. I don't see any. Well, there's a little launch there. Hold on, this. Let me zoom in here. Alright, let's see if this was it. So, through here. This looks like this could be the area. And I think I see a cabin there. There were multiple cabins. That might be the very lake that I kayaked on. And I am willing to bet you this is it, because that looks like that is it. I think I found our spot, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if there's a big house. That is the lake. Yes, absolutely. So we walked around this lake. I'm going to insert some pictures. So the trail kind of fell off over on this side, and we, right about under me right now is where we were hiking through some woods. And oh my goodness, I can't believe this. This is the place. Oh, this is so cool. So there were a couple cabins. Little glitch there. Wow. So excited, I'm going to stall. Alright, I'm going to see if I can land this thing in this far lake. So the main house was over here. It's not nearly as grand as it was there. That's only like a one story, and the actual house was quite a bit bigger. Go back around. Take a little tour. Yep, absolutely. So we kayaked up this section here, and then we had to pick up the kayaks and come over to this little lagoon area over here, and we got back in. I'm going to drop some pictures in of the kayak there, and then right over here at the very end of this, we stopped and had sandwiches right in that little cove. Just looks all like forest there, but yeah, this is surreal. This is so surreal, but it's way cool. So yeah, you can see right over there, that's where the rocks were. That's where we carried the kayaks. And let's see how I can do here, if I can get this thing landed. And this is so crazy because I literally was just kayaking on this less than a week ago. Gotta get down and get slow, quick. Come on, baby. There we go. I'm going way too fast. Yeah, there we go. Well, that was the end of that flight. I was hoping for a better finale, but we found it. So tell me if you like this kind of stuff. Again, I hadn't planned on doing anything like this, but everyone was talking about how they wanted to see Microsoft Flight Simulator and the motion platform. So if you don't like the kind of live version of this and prefer more polished, let me know. I can certainly do these a lot faster. So if you kind of like the Mark plays whatever game it is, leave me a like. And again, any constructive comments on what you liked, what you didn't like, leave those below. And until next time, remember to get your game on.